Hey guys, good morning. Well, I woke up like 3.5 hours ago, but stream just started. So I played some Gwent in the morning. My fans have arrived, ventilators to cool the room. One on the back, one on the side. So two of them, and better airflow and less noise. And the room is cooler as well. I don't know how I survived yesterday with we had bad cooling, but the weather is not that bad, so it's perfect. Had breakfast and only now got a coffee. How did I survive 3.5 hours a day without a coffee? So we're gonna start today with Clan Angrund. We started the campaign yesterday. This is part 2. This is a Clan Angrund campaign, M19, one of the Nation Gold campaigns. Nothing special, just small scale. If you guys are not familiar with scale, I'll be saying it at the beginning of every stream of this campaign. Maybe somebody should actually clip this, so when people ask, and they will ask,
my God.
you guys can show the clip.
Holy shit.
Hey Thunder, thank you for giving support. So what does the small scale unit size go for? It's the graphic options, the size of units. If the units have less entities or single entities, it basically cut off 25% of the unit's HP or entity size per setting. Ultra is been the standard setting for a while now. Even the game balancing seems around Ultra these days, unlike it was more like large in Warhammer 1 and the previous games. So what does this mean, small unit size? And clip this. Well, basically means units are smaller. So 100 dwarves on small have 25, so they have 25% less health. But when fighting a single entity or smaller units, they can still surround, and those entities will also have only 25% base health, as in chariots, characters, as in lords and heroes. So the balance is different. Meaning lords and heroes are stronger and much weaker at the same time. Really depends what they're facing. Like Belegar got beaten up by a unit of orc boys. Single entities like monsters, like Hell Cannon, Gyro Bomber, a little bit overpowered, but they're weak on ultra scale just because how the game is designed and balanced around it. They have not really put much thought into this between the scales, because they just balance it for the second highest and the highest scale. So a Hell Cannon is really overpowered on a small scale compared to a ultra scale. One Hell Cannon, damage does not scale. Damage not scale, it's just health. So Hell Cannon has less health, but it still has the same amount of power. And the direct hit, which will usually be, it's gonna be murdering a unit. Which means units will take more damage from leadership loss, and the battles will be shorter and very imbalanced depending on the compositions. Also units like monsters, infantry, cavalry, chariots also all stronger, and most of all the magic is overpowered. So why do we play small scale? For a different experience. Experience the game differently. We can't really apply the same mentality playing small scale as Ultra. Like yesterday we didn't attack Crooked Moon's outpost because on Ultra I'm sure you can win at battle, but on small scale, when the ghosts with the damage mitigation is not as good, as they lose much HP, if you don't have a big HP pool, the resistances are not really strong. They still help, but they're much less. It's like 75 resistance, physical resistance on small. It's more like 40% on ultra. So instead of losing like maybe like 6 to 8% health from average hit from a character, you would lose 20 or more percent health. Really depends on the situation, and of course if we have vigor as well. In short, the game works differently, not just performance-wise. There's huge balance issues, which we are seeing more and more. So you can't really apply the same mentality strategy on small as you can on ultra. That's what I'm saying. Beastmen are not done, they will continue. Lubac says, are you recommending play Total Warhammer 1 or jump on 2 instantly? 2 instantly, but you still need to get 1 if you wanna play the big map, or Warhammer 1 Factions, Warhammer 2. I recommend skipping Warhammer 1 at this point entirely, and it's basically just overpriced DLC from the Warhammer 2. The quality of life and the changes are mind-blowing between the 1 and 2. A lot of these things, they don't even explain what they changed, but they are there. The game is hard on small, yes and no. If you're experienced, it should be fine. Some situations are gonna be tough. Being outnumbered on small scale is harder, and if you're not really prepared for it or experienced with it, it's gonna be much harder than an ultra scale. Until you get experienced, yeah, it's harder. But it's super imbalanced, and you're not supposed to play on small scale. You're just playing it for different experience. So, we are still here, turn 32. We had a setback in the vaults, lost both settlements, criminals, gates, and we haven't even succeeded destroying Crooked Moon. So this is one of those Clan Iron campaign gone wrong, because we didn't have the good opportunities to deal with the stuff we have, and we had the setbacks, which doesn't mean anything. Just, you know, longer early game. But it can go much smoother than this, and it goes much smoother than this on Ultra, if you know what you're doing. I thought about this, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for the Axe Lord, because I'm not really expect to change this in some time. You can entirely skip Axe Lord on Belagan unless you have a super challenge campaign, but since the units are smaller, the couple of first attacks and hits it's all that matters. If you miss 2-3 times in a row in the beginning of the counter, you're done. That's how, you know, small scale is. The missing is really bad, and the AI has higher defense than attack, so you can get punished harder for not having the boosted stats. We need this army to be unbeatable without taking serious casualties. We need to get into the point where they actually fight outnumbered, which is hard on small scale. Well, you have enough skill points if you don't go campaign skills, so it doesn't matter if you waste 3 for the early game. If you use 3 to make the early game easier, so it doesn't really matter. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? The Windows had a huge update yesterday, and it messed up so much settings on the PC. You would think a company like that would have you know, settings remembered. My color calibration, monitor calibration got messed up, all the sound settings, all the settings for the icons and everything. Okay. We get more damage, need more speed. I'll get the damage boosted first. Okay, so what's going on? We are still in the vaults, rank 61, allied with the Border Princess, Karak Hirn and Karak Nord. Crooked Moon is still up and running, both of them, and the Greenskins have been coming with quite a bit of stuff. I'm trying to forfeit these two after a setback, and I feel like you need to get this unless you're just gonna go full early on Karakit picks, which you can't lead on this scale. You can't. On Ultra you can. I do like to build up the vaults. On Ultra you can rely on the characters Belager and the Ghost to do most of the tanking while the range damage gets applied. Here the characters are much less melee experts. Like, you know, 4 times less numbers, they're 4 times less effective. So you can't expect to fight outnumbered the same as in Ultra. Let's try to forfeit this area here.
To battle.
One thing as well I forgot to mention, the special is on this campaign. There are special donation options which you can do to affect the campaign. There have been 2 chat roars requested. Chat roars no longer can be queued. You have to, if you request a chat roar, it has to be the unit that's available. But this was the last time. 2 iron drakes, and we won't have them available anytime soon. But when we have them available, we'll be recruited for Belager.
No way. True king of AP.
I guess we should finish them off. We fought them here and here, and we they have a lot of terror in this army.
The Angrund.
So the army we cause much leadership damage than actual unit damage, because the leadership is so unstable on low scale. I think we need to get rid of the Black Widow. Top then bottom, otherwise they're just gonna go around. This one could maybe be ignored.
Iron hammer.
These guys cannot retreat.
Ancestors heroes.
Why they cannot retreat? Because they've been beaten in battle. The next action after retreat or defeat cannot be a retreat. Will not be outer is only here. I need some artillery and more experience before I feel like gonna consider any auto resolve.
I keep my oaths.
Is that you linked? This is like new AMD cards. Oh my guys, god damn, what got messed up here? I think there's someone update and I just noticed something off here. Okay, should be fine.
I will have vengeance.
It's only health and entities, Guillermo. The damage does not scale. It's poorly balanced. They put no effort into it at all. They just change the amount of entities and health, nothing else. Really badly balanced. Anybody, I mean anybody, you know, like you can see I'm anybody, but I can tell you that the health values on lower scales are broken. Units should get scaled to lower entities so the performance is improved, but their health should not change. They should not retain most of their health, but what does this mean? You know, 25 Dwarf Warriors having the same health as 25 Dwarf Warriors on Ultra is broken, because the damage does not scale. This means that the 25 Dwarf Warriors on Small should have double the HP of 25 Dwarf Warriors on Ultra. And then it will be balanced. But they just went with a lazy design where they just scale the HP and the entity. If they, as you lower scale, you know, for mainly graphic reasons, go down to 75, and their health doesn't change, more balanced already, to 50, their health doesn't change, or their health gets increased by 50, all more balanced, and on the small scale the health should be at least doubled. It's just really lazy done. So what I'm saying, ultra and large units should have the same health. Large health, you know, doesn't matter, but for the purpose of the balancing the game, they should have the same health, while still large should have 75 and ultra should have 100. On normal scale, the units should have 50% more health, and on small scale they should have double their health, and then it would be balanced. This would be like easy fix to balance the scales. Just because the damage doesn't scale, so something like this should exist. Are the heroes affected? Well, wouldn't you just hear when I was explaining things? So, this is Belegar. He has the same damage as on small as on ultra. This is a ghost, 762 HP. Imagine Belegar has magic attacks, kills the ghost in 2 hits. So yeah, they're definitely affected. The heroes are much weaker and in some cases stronger, but due to their health wise they are no longer melee experts. They're basically just glass cannon damage dealers. Until you get the proper stats, which is quite a bit of resistances, armor, defense. They're all glass cannons. Belegar get beaten by the orc boys on small scale.
Belegar Iron Hammer.
Terror, because of this, is overpowered to the point where you can rout the whole enemy army without breaking them. If you guys want more explanation regarding small scale, check the beginning of today's video and the yesterday's video. It looks like nobody clipped the explanation, so no comment. I said easy fix, guys. It's an easy fix, no brain. They just need to double the HP on small scale. Easy fix.
Ready to fight. Yes, yes.
Kinda makes sense that the group of 25 dudes would be the guy not in the Warhammer universe actually show. You have to understand a dwarf like Belegar. He's a king. He has the best armor in the world. The dwarf craftsmanship, basically, he does not take damage. The dwarf weapon and shields cannot be really matched in quality. He swings his hammer, 3 orcs just instantly die. His shield does not take any damage, his armor doesn't take damage. He does get a little tired, but he kills those 30 orcs and he doesn't break a sweat. That's the Warhammer universe. Orcs do not have the same craftsmanship that dwarves, since that's why dwarves can beat 30 orcs without breaking a sweat. Empire Captain getting beaten by the 30 orc boys, that makes sense. The range is a tier 1 column Glock for the Clan Belegar. That's pretty much it. We should cause mass terror here. It's all about getting the enough attack and defense, so we don't get hit and the enemy gets just terrified. Like 2 of them break, everybody's gonna break here. We can also target their commander here. Okay, they're breaking. The range stuff is actually a little bit more balanced, Guldermal, while the magic is overpowered, the strongest thing on the lower scale. For example, missile damage on the characters is very powerful on small scale. Even stronger than it should be. Normal scale, they probably do proper range damage. On large and ultra, it's a little bit weak.
Got!
Like I said, they just toned down the entity health number. They didn't do tone anything else. So there are a lot of imbalances. Small and normal scale are... small is definitely broken. Normal is less broken. The large, there could be a couple of imbalances, especially calorie-wide. While in Magic, but on Ultra, I feel like since we are the most used for, and the changes to the Magic since Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 probably is the most balanced one. Because the lower the scale, the battles are shorter. Even on large scale, battles are shorter. Units have less health, units are faster. Battles are shorter when there is less health. So scales does determine the length of battles. Having something on a percentage that you might hit or might not hit matters a lot more when there is a bigger health pool.
True king of 8 peaks.
Will there be medieval 3 anytime soon? I think it's gonna be right after they release Half-Life 3, which will be played by Keanu Reeves, I think. It's gonna be the right age by that time. Okay. It's a second 10, let's get some magic resistance so that they get murdered.
What? Delhi, attack! Leaving. To battle! Journeying on. To battle?
Get rid of the Black Widow while we're moving to the other side. I feel like they're gonna attack Zaraxil because of this. 36 defense is why I'm much more reliable here. It's probably gonna get attacked by the force of Myrmidons.
I ain't doing that.
The Empire.
It is a ridiculous negative public order here. Absolutely ridiculous.
Lun's air.
It's kinda sad you cannot trade with Karak here. And our capital's shared border. Trade is so obsolete, man. So obsolete. This is archaic, man. Mechanics. Karak should be able to trade with Karak here.
Revenge incarnate.
Any plans to play Battle Brothers anytime soon? Probably during winter. You don't want me playing frustrating games, potentially frustrating games in this heat. We are allied and Dwarves Honor Alliances. List my book. Well, I told you what's gonna be happening. It's gonna be like Beastman campaign, this campaign, maybe one more. Some maybe some random stuff. Maybe I try some Warhammer 4000 Inquisitor. Watched some Berg Black yesterday. It looked good there. Looked like it could be a fun for a day or two. And waiting for WoW Classic to release, which is later this month. And then like probably gonna be 3 weeks non-stop of WoW Classic, unless a day or two sooner they release, day or two before they release a new content for Warhammer 2. WoW Classic is just gonna take then the casual. Gonna get benched on casual, which I'll play only off stream, on stream when I feel like it. And then we play new Warhammer 2 content, and October, nearly all month, only Warhammer 2. Finish all the milestone campaigns unlocked. After that, it's probably gonna be Bell Brothers. What am I playing classic? Most likely Human Mage.
Lord of the Angrund.
Gonna chill, you know, some leveling experience, and then PvP on level 60. I think it's gonna be like a combo, but I feel like gonna do more PvP than PvE on 60. But gonna get a little bit through everything, the whole experience. At least most of the lab is broken, so nothing happen when you do it. It's been bugged for a while. So you can expect, guys, about 3 weeks of WoW Classic on stream. I know it's not something most of you want to see, and it's not really good for my channel, but you need breaks. You need breaks. That's why we have the Alien Isolation donation goal, to keep the stream afloat during these dark times. Don't need this. Well, if they don't donate towards the alienization goal, English can donate towards the milestone campaigns. That are still not unlocked, all of them, so we get more milestone campaigns on. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm gonna get a grudge here if we don't raise it. These guys have been just AFK. Topep says, watching you drunkenly play Alien Isolation was honestly one of the best streaming experiences I ever witnessed. Well, I cannot be that drunk anymore, but I'll still be drinking while playing that game. I need it for the nerves. No more shots and killer shots, just in some regular drinking.
True king of 8 peaks. Kill him.
Cannot resolve him, I'm afraid. This time we're gonna go for the game completion, and this game has been haunting me, not only just because of the horror of it, but I like Alien universe, my favorite horror universe. But I want to see what happens. I want to finish the story, even if I gotta get tortured by the alien for 20 hours. Stasis and the Kane. This is the type of horror adventure games I like the most. The puzzles could be better, but you can always get help, right? Do you like Prometheus? Well, the new Alien movies, well, they're new. You can't expect what we had before. They're going to the origins, and they're just twisting it from that part. Honestly, didn't think much of Prometheus until I seen the sequel. The ending made me super happy and like the new Alien movies. Looking forward to more stuff in the Alien universe for sure. I love horror in space, especially when it has like a level of mystery and uncertainty. We need to work on our artillery.
I will have vengeance. Battle ready. More of vengeance.
They can't really go much wider here, so we should just go Mid and Belga don't take damage in this bell.
We are relentless!
Is it kind of surprising that the only science fiction like horror or thrillers in space are made by sci-fi these days? You would think more TV companies would try to make those.
Ready to serve!
You guys seen the that episode in what is it? Love, Death and Robots, the one messed up horror episode. Oh man, I would love to make a TV show in that universe. That's what I expect from space horror stuff like that, mind-blowing shit. Something looks like good horror. Something is not really a horror. It has elements of it, but not really. You know, they kind of fucked up the atmosphere in that show. Since that actress that has the main role in the Swamp Thing is been, you know, in Teen Wolf, you know, it has a big vibe of teen drama with it, and not the good kind of teen drama. You know, there can be good teen drama, but it's bad teen drama. And I don't know who the hell would believe she's a doctor after watching Teen Wolf. That is just the worst type of teen drama they could have picked. Like TV show in the Dead Space universe, that would be amazing. I would definitely watch that. In space, no one can hear you scream. I like to add to that, you know, they can hear you in my stream when I mute the button accidentally and I scream while playing Alien Isolation. Even Horizon, yeah, Even Horizon is great. You know, any TV show like the Even Horizon as well, I would definitely watch that shit. I mean, it's been a lot of time has passed since the Even Horizon, and they could definitely make a TV series about it. Just make it a little bit less diabolical, because you know, we don't want the religious mumbo jumbo 2019. If I don't take this, will not replenish. Let me get a grudge. And there are orcs below us. I feel like we have to take this one. It's like just bad if we don't take it. There's beer here immediately, so we might be able to fortify. There's pastures here. Is it a bit crazy lack of good space horror TV shows? This genre has, I feel like it could have a big audience. It's not guaranteed, Amir. It's not guaranteed. I need to replenish as well. Auto reclamation is not bad.
True king of 8 peaks.
There was this last space horror show I watched. I only forgot what was it called. It was surprisingly well done, considering I think it was sci-fi. He was so good I forgot the name. Okay, it's not this one. God damn it, what was it called? Not The Expanse. Expanse is good. I wouldn't say Expanse being a horror. It was the main guy was some kind of Japanese mafia yakuza. What the hell was it called? I checked that one around at the same time I checked Night Flyers, but Night Flyers was crap. Maybe if I click on Night Flyers, it will check it out. Origin. Origin, yeah. That's the one. That's the one. If you guys want to watch a horror TV show, that's the one. That was a good one. Not really expect they're gonna release more, but even for one season is good enough. Usually I'm very picky about these TV shows, but managed to get through this one. You know, and we are forced to watch mediocre stuff like this just because nobody releases anything better. And Night Flyers was even worse than this one. This one was just, you know, just good enough to watch, cause makes you wondering what the hell is going on. Watching Origin, I had this the Thing vibes, and the good vibes. You know, guys, the Thing. I love the Thing. You get the Thing vibes while watching Origin. So, and it's, you know, it's enough to keep you watching. I have not seen the Altered Carbon yet, but I will. I will.
Lord of
Eric.
England.
Expanse was good. I'm looking forward to next season. It's like nothing much to do, and I feel like the attack might be happening here. Where the hell the rest of the board princess? I'm currently watching Men in High Castle. I'm like 4 episodes in. It looks like binge-worthy, although other than the theme, you have no idea where the hell is going.
The Empire.
Might check Altered Carbon after that. Seeing the West Coast under Japan and the East Coast under Germany. Monka S. Monka S. Just checking my microphone settings right now. It looks like I need to adjust a bit. I got my new cooling installed in the room. It's not air conditioning, but I'm never been cooled more in my life than this. Well, look at the Gninskin army in Matorka. Storm is coming, yeah, I can hear the thunder outside.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Extraction in 6 turns.
All here are honored dwarfkin.
The economy is not very good, but we can ask a little.
Yes.
The craziest thing I ever saw in this game, you know, that come to mind right now. I'm playing Crooked Moon. Dwarves make I make peace with the dwarves, and dwarves declare war on Clan Angrund. I think it went something like that.
Belligar Ironhammer.
Looks like they're not making moves here. The army here is getting bigger and bigger. I do need another 5 turns.
What? For the Dammer's crown! Ancestors hear us!
Shame these guys are not in range. Our first battle against Grimgor is Armor of Fortune. 1384 health. I do not know, no. No. I don't want to get excited this early. I'm already super excited about stuff like the Watchmen and the Witcher series. The Lord of the Rings can wait. I'm super hyped about the Watchmen new TV show. The Witcher, of course. Binge watch that shit when it gets out.
Ready to fight! To the forge!
It actually needs 8 bullets like a timer to kill Grimgor with those stats. 8 bullets.
Castle! For the High King!
We do have more speed on the ranges now due to Master Engineer. The Master Engineers can give rangers 15 speed. The rangers also have more speed in the regular dwarves, and we get another speed technology. It's important to kind of use rangers like some kind of semi wave watchers of the Deepwood Scouts. You know, wannabe master ambushers. Because 2 walls could be nice on the beginning. And there on the left side. I really need an artillery piece. Goblober could not be more welcome right now.
Satisfy the grudge! Understood, Lord.
There's definitely some cav here close by. We should make sure we have damage ready.
Pick your targets well. For the ancestors! Aye! Pick your targets well. Let the vengeance begin. I'm guild approved. That's it.
The outsider welcome here. Should slow down those peaks. What just happened there? Who killed those 3 guys? Oh man, was that Master Engineer friendly fire?
Axes out, lads! For the Karat Anchor! Think
a little bit messy here for sure. Especially because those guys are just trying to go around. We shouldn't even deploy that close to the enemy. This guy's gonna get wrecked here. Grimgor might deliver a hit here. Grimgor doesn't even have magic attacks, he's deleting that ghost. You see? Small scale. Belagar's gonna get killed if we leave him there.
Dwarf warriors!
So definitely became a little messy now. We need those dwarf warriors to act sooner. This battle is a joke on ultra difficulty, a joke. It's like you win with your eyes closed. And look at this shit here.
It is a reckoning! They have wronged us! Nothing can
The characters are getting killed like they have no resistances.
Delegate Ironhammer! Attack the earth! Kill them!
Because of mass terror here.
Yes! Kazoo! Going now! Dwarf warriors!
You can pretty much go AFK in this battle on Ultra. Here, not so much.
Kazoo! Vengeance! Descendant of Lord! Flower for Valley! Aye! Move now! Oh, Bill! Wall of vengeance! Attack! Nothing can stop us! Aye! Dwarf warriors! Obey me! They have wronged us. I'll do
I
it!
think he just shot Belagar, hit there by accident.
Satisfy the grudge! For the Parazankor! Move!
Those resistances is like they don't even work on this scale.
Killers! Drag them!
I mean, the characters are getting most of the damage done, but as you know, they've been focused. The enemy routes more than they actually die. So imbalanced.
Bow through! Get him! The clans unite!
A single model should be strong on a small scale. You are wrong. That's does not work. It's not the lords and the heroes. It's the other things. They would need to have the best gear just to be average compared to Ultra. A giant is pretty good. Arachnonic spider, great. Hell cannon, amazing. Gyro bomber, overpowered, but not Belagar until you get all the shit. Then it's just average.
Snowy, attack!
By the comet!
What the f...
Greetings, stranger.
Come on, what is this shit? What is this shit? You suck.
Revenge incarnate. Kill him. True king.
I need defense, all I can get. Negation is a big deal. On small scale, Balam it is.
What?
Are you not seeing every battle is nearly getting killed, every battle?
Belligar Ironhammer.
Why not just raise it? We should have, though. Yeah. I thought the Border Princess had the connection here, but then we missed some replenishment here as well. I don't think we get a garage for Matorka, because it's not a suitable climate. I need some replenishment on the characters. Look at the health. Another stack and they're gonna all get killed. Wounded. I don't think we're gonna forfeit Zaraxil here.
Armed and ready. Lord of Clan Borgrim.
Borgrim.
Stop that!
Akitama, thank you for the back sitting, but we're going into the Badlands, not back. We already wasted over 10 turns.
Big on.
Hey guys, have you heard? We're getting a Total War card game. It's gonna release in China first and then later elsewhere. I'm actually intrigued. I would definitely gonna try it. You know guys, I'm a fan of card games. It will definitely not replace Gwent for me, but might have some fun in it. Maybe Lord Pep is gonna be, Grand Pep is gonna be good in the card game if he sucks, you know, here as a wizard. It's called Total War Elysium or something like that. Human factions op hier, King Ramon. God damn it, I cannot find it anywhere on the internet. What the fuck is the purpose of the Total War blog? We don't want to show you the game. You go to Total War actual website. There it is, there it is. Not even sponsored, boys. Total War Elysium. A card game coming in Total War Universe. where legendary generals gathered to test their skills in the greatest battles of all. Oh man, I do hope we get a Grand Pepe in this. There's gonna be Warhammer in it as well now. Are they gonna just merge all the Total War games into a card game? I'm definitely trying that one. Hopefully it's not gonna be dead on release like Total War Arena. It's gonna live through the beta. Okay.
Lord of the Angrund. Welcome, friends of the Dowie. All right.
Military Alliance Weeded Dwarves. Angrund looks good. Has another current right now, that's good stuff. You Slakers go get your capital back. Also on the greens inside now, we did this sort of on their arms, rank 7. There is over 20 units here. They might not have arranged Barakwar. This is good suitable terrain here. Tier 2.
True king of 8 peaks.
Hopefully nobody in range. Starting to recruit some decent stuff from somewhere else. Probably from Angrund or Barak Blikrag. So we're not gonna get Warhammer in. It's only historical Total Wars. Yeah, probably.
The clans unite. For mountain and home. Battle ready. Come together, lads. Vengeance calls! It is an order! Way out of the mountain!
What the hell?
Exclamation mark. Rename Karak Ezer to Karak Kislov.
Got it, Ems Megatron. Just one minute, guys. There's a storm outside and close the windows. Sorry for interrupting. Lightning struck so close. It was so loud. Yeah, it's storm outside. Wind blowing, rain everywhere, and thunder. You can hear the thunder.
The ancestors watch.
Oh my god! That was so close.